Today I will do another flight on my FMS Super Cub PA-18 1.3 meter. I think this model then has been really popular, and it is a really nice bush plane, this RC airplane. So let's go outside and get this fun flying. This is the middle version of the 3 Super Cub PA-18 that FMS offers. A very tiny one, the 1.7, and this is the 1.3. Really sweet size for any RC airplane, in that they are really malleable in how you transport them, store them, and also very visible in the sky, and yet it's stable and a very able RC airplane. I think this is more or less a fantastic flying plane. Absolutely nothing to complain about. Great set of landing gears. You have float mount options also. It doesn't come with floats, but you do at least have float mounting points. LED lights, fantastic landing gear. Good power system on 3S. So it's a bush plane, just the perfect one. Can fly very slow and docile. So let's do a landing then. Really nice and easy. Nothing to it really. Just have to grease throttle and a little bit of elevator, and then you're up.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
I think it's very important if you have an RC airplane that it's really easy to get off like the surface, and then also to do nice landings with. It's very stress-free. You can also push this plane. Really nice speed. In reality, there is really very little difference between many of these FMS, like 1.2 and 1.3 meter wingspan planes, like the Kingfisher or the Ranger 1.2, or even the Super Easy. And they're all just great planes.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
But this is the one then that comes with both LED lights and flaps. And I think this one looks better than the Kingfisher, for instance. It looks on par with the FMS Ranger. The Super Easy, I really don't like the design of the Super Easy. So the only question I'm asking myself is, will I keep both the 1.7 and the 1.3? I'm really torn about these two options, because this one, I mean, it's just the right size and really easy, forgiving to fly this RC airplane. But the 1.7 is something else. It's just so rock steady. But then it's just a much larger RC airplane, so not too easy to get into the car. It just takes a little bit more space to fly it. I also set up the avian speed control then, so I do have braking or reverse thrust. So if I want to stop this one quickly, I can do it with the reverse thrust.
Time remaining 1 minute.
I will surely just do float flying on this one as well. I think it will be just a blast. I did purchase a FMS float set for my E-flite RV7, which I think will just fit right in with this one, so we'll give it a go when the opportunity arises. So just a nice easy flying and some touch and goes today. Enjoyable large airplane, the Super Cub.
Flaps up.
I'm having a really good time every time I bring this Super Cub to the flying field, then, because it's surprisingly agile and nice RC airplane, just to increase the aileron authority then. So I just had to use some expo to have it both really well controlled and at the same time agile. And the thing is about this RC airplane is that it's a really good feature with flaps, LED lights. You can mount floats on this one, so it doesn't come with floats. And then you have these super great landing gears, and then on this RC airplane, air-filled wheels, all metal construction. It really can take a beating, this RC airplane. Quite easy to put this one together. I mean, you have a split tail, so the box for this RC airplane is really tiny, which is a fantastic thing. And I think that we will see more of in the future, because it will save shipping cost for the manufacturer. And in the end, I think that it will make for a little bit cheaper RC airplanes for us customers as well. So overall, just a fantastic one. Now, this comes with a reflex gyro. And I have nothing against reflex gyro RC airplanes, because in my larger 1.7 I use the reflex gyro. But I just want to make a simpler electronics in this one, so then I just put in a Spektrum receiver in this RC airplane. And thankfully it is a top feeder, so you have this nice hatch. I have the receiver just mounted on the side. It's a AR631 receiver. And I also have a 45 amp speed controller inside, so I have full telemetry and I can do reverse thrust on this RC airplane. So, I mean, overall, this one just flies fantastic. It's a really fun one. I don't think that the flaps do slow this RC airplane down as much as, for instance, the Arrows RC Bigfoot, which is a comparable RC airplane. I also don't think that this plane flies better than the Arrows Bigfoot. I think the Bigfoot is more agile, and also it is a more floaty RC airplane with full flaps engaged. I also think that the LED lights on the Arrows Bigfoot is much better than on this RC airplane. But still, this is a good one. I can think of one thing that I having a little bit of problem if you're flying this one with kind of a gray sky. I think the all-white finish on this RC airplane, because they are mostly white, do make this one disappear a little bit more against the sky. But that might be the most negative thing then about this RC airplane. Overall, just a fantastic one, and highly recommended if you just want to have a nice bush plane then and have some fun when you fly.